Hey, my narcissistic abused family. I'm making a video and I'm officially 40. As per my last video, if you saw, that was my birthday. Legit. It was Labor Day. Um, anyway, sorry. I'm trying to keep up with videos, but to be entirely truthful, like I've been feeling kind of terrible. Joe did a great blowout on my hair today. I'm not gonna lie, my husband, he is really out. He's really exceeded any expectations I ever had for his hairdressing skills. But anyway, the topic I'm talking about today is going no contact. And this is inspired by so many of you that have reached out to me regarding this. Amber, shout out to you. And nobody ever tells you how to navigate this, how to initiate no contact, how to do it. And I'm just going to share my experience with you. And basically, what I have to say is nothing like groundbreaking or shattering here. But the takeaway is always protect yourself. First and foremost, most importantly, the whole point of no contact is to save your own sanity, stop yourself from the madness, extricate yourself from this toxic as hell equation. And the best way to do it in my situation, I'll speak for myself, was going no contact, cutting ties with the toxic duo. These people, I've cut contact with the golden boy, flying monkey, that I believe has also turned into a narcissist. But the toxic duo was the last, the last remaining connection I had to this awful, awful oppressive upbringing. Because you probably know I've been the black sheep my entire life. As long as I've been associated with these people, they've done nothing but cut me down and bash me. And no doubt, now that I am no contact, the smear campaign has really ramped up. So basically, when you want to cut contact with these people, they're going to freak out, because narcissists will never ever face the consequences of their behavior, of the way they treat others, of their flagrant disrespect for you, for anyone else. They don't like to be called out. They will lose their shit. They will lose their minds. So you have to be tactful about it, is the takeaway here. So there's no one size fits all solution. You basically have to navigate it on your own and go about it however will cause you the least amount of distress and aggravation. That's what I'm saying, is navigate this however is best for you. So my experience was, totally being honest with you, I wasn't sure where I was going. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to maintain contact with these people. We have two young daughters that had a bullshit relationship with them, a relation shit as per let's get your shift together. I love her stuff on the gram. But what I'm saying, goodness. So, as grandparents, these people are just as freaking awful as they were as parents, maybe even worse. So, if you have children, do this for the benefit of your family, for yourself as a loving, caring parent. Narcissists have no concept of genuine love and genuine connections with other people, because they do not possess the ability to forge these relationships. Narcissists are weak. They're always lashing out at everyone around them because in their deluded minds, everyone needs to pay for their misery. Whatever is causing them to be so grossly unhappy, all the injustice in the world, that they're suffering, they don't have what they want, they're miserable. It's never their doing, it's always everyone else's fault, never their own. So they basically view everyone as adversaries, and that includes you. So if you decide to go no contact and remove yourself from this awful, wicked dynamic, they're not going to like it, man. They're going to fight you tooth and nail. And they're always the perpetual victim. So, no exception. This will be another example of how you are wronging them, how you are causing them, to suffer because they are the perpetual victim. Never mind all the crap they've put you through and all the disrespect and mistreatment. It's all about them. It always circles back to the narc. So going no contact, you really just need to preserve your own sanity, preserve your own family. Getting back to what I was saying, when I went this route, I really didn't know where I was going. I just knew that I was done with this shit, man. I was so sick of being put down and treated poorly, and I was like, I don't deserve this, man. No one deserves to be abused and treated in this way. And it is abuse. I think that we've been so conditioned to tolerate this awful condescension and mistreatment that it's hard for us to conceptualize that it's legitimately abuse. It is. I'm telling you right now. Let that get through your head. So we are victims. And going no contact, like I was saying, I always get sidetracked, my bad. So initially I was trying to figure out what the best way to deal with these people is. I finally was able to make the correlation. This is a narcissistic abuse situation. This whole dynamic, my whole life, has been narcissistic abuse. And everybody fits in the roles supporting the narcissist, to a T. It was textbook. And the irony is that I have my master's in psychology, you guys. So no shame in taking a while to actually realize what's going on. I learned about all this stuff in school, but it's an entirely different story when you're living it. When someone is targeting you and you're suffering their disorder firsthand, it's entirely different than book smarts, than anything you will learn in an educational setting. So I highly value reading material, things published by people that have actually experienced this, because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like the validation you'll take away from reading someone else's experience, from watching these YouTube videos. I hope I'm providing this for you guys. But I didn't know where I was going to go. I just knew that I was suffering the ultimate disrespect over and over and over again. And they will never respect boundaries. The people I was narcissists will never be told limitations or their place. They have no respect for anyone, particularly their children, because they view us we're subordinate to them. We exist because of them in their eyes. How many times have you heard, I brought you into this world? No, you didn't. You were a vehicle for my transportation here. Like God made me, like whatever you believe in, a higher being. You did not create me. Let's just get that straight. So, when you don't want them to have access to you anymore and your family, they'll flip out. They lose it, man. Like they can't accept the consequences of their actions. So, what we did was, it's been a year now. It's been a triumphant, epic, and awesome year. And I will say this as most, like, this is the only regret I've ever heard from anyone that has gone no contact. My only regret is not doing it sooner, because it's amazing. It's a time in your life that you finally get to, like, look out for yourself, man. Like, you finally get to start healing. Like, instead of constantly being put down, constantly being beat up, constantly being told that you're a piece of crap, like, going no contact removes that element from the equation so that you can start to be healthy and you can start to look out for yourself. Most of us are empaths, and that's against our nature. You never think of yourself first. You still might not, but at least you'll, like, rise in the ranking of your priorities. If for nothing else, like, nothing motivates me like my real family, my husband and our beautiful children. I would do anything for them in a fraction of a freaking heartbeat. So when she was, let's see, I think she was 8 or 7 at the time, our older daughter, she told me that the narc actually said to her, like, she was trying to guilt trip her for not giving her a birthday present. She said to my daughter, like, oh, I was so sad that you didn't get me a birthday present. Like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, I try not to curse, but that'll bring it out of me. Like, don't ever, bring this toxicity onto my family, my children. I love them. I treasure them. I cherish them. Off topic I am again, but here's where I'm going. To navigate no contact, just, if you need to do it in phases, do it that way, because that's what I did. I didn't know where I was going with it, and we started off by just saying, we need some space. We need a break from you. And then we just kept extending it, and look at us. Now it's a year later, and it's glorious, and I wouldn't change it for a heartbeat. These people are toxic, and the hardest thing we have to get through our heads is that they're not able to rehabilitate. This is legitimately a mental disorder, and they will never change. They will never assess their part in doing wrong. For example, some outside sources have told me that the toxic duo has no idea what they've done wrong, in spite of the fact that myself and my husband have given them written, factual, like, documentation. We've, like, written letter correspondence, because nobody communicates, like, directly. I even, like, said to this woman, like, face to face, when she, like, attacked me last August, I told her a few examples of things that she did that just outright hurt me, and oblivious. She's just oblivious to it. She doesn't see anything wrong with her behaviors. They will never admit to their faults. It's always us. It's never them. So what we did was basically said, we just need a break. We need some time away. And then we just kept going with it. We made it through the holidays, which was glorious. 2019, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It actually started prior to that, like Easter and Mother's Day. we were like, and Father's Day for my husband, we were like, you know what? We just want to do, like, because all holidays revolve around the narcs, right? So instead of doing what they want to do, like we always did, we were like, we're just going to stay home, stay in our sweatpants, get sushi, like eat Chinese food, whatever. And we did, and it was amazing. And it was like the best Mother's Day ever. Like not having to like bow down to them and like kiss the ring. Like, oh, it's beyond like how toxic these people are and how they just expect us to fall in line with their narrative. Stop doing it, man. It's amazing. So navigating no contact is basically just whatever suits your situation. If you need to just present it like, I just need time, I just need space, start there. And then just keep building on it and just keep widening that gap. Because if you have children, like I said, they're so much better off. And narcissists will use your children against you. They will try to triangulate your own children against you. They have no bounds. These people have no morals and no values, and they won't hesitate for a shadow of a second to utilize any resources around them that will get a reaction from you, that will hurt you. It's sick. It's so messed up, you guys. So, no contact. I highly recommend it. It was the best gift. It's the best gift I've ever given to myself and my family, and I'm so grateful. My only regret is not doing it sooner. So there's no like legit playbook on how to navigate no contact. But the most important thing is do it for yourself and protect yourself and your family. So the toxic duo also violated my wishes by showing up at our house and dropping off presents for our daughters, and to which I responded with a pretty stern, pretty clear email where I said, don't come down our street, don't come to our house, I don't want to see you, like, have some respect. That's what I'm trying to reinforce here. Anyway, all right, you guys, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope it was beneficial. This was my experience. Plenty of people have gone no contact and freaking love it. It's amazing. Best thing you can do for yourself, for your own sanity, for your own recovery, for your family. Most importantly should be your own recovery, but I know how it is when you put yourself not as your top priority. Your family comes first. And that's how it is for me. And it's been amazing. My husband is so much happier, and our children were kind of confused for a while, and I guess I'll try to explain things to them as they get older, but we love them so much. And like the nasty ass toxic duo, they were barely a part of our lives to begin with. So like their absence really isn't like a big traumatic difference. Basically, I'm sure you can relate. But anyway, you guys, all right, I love you all. We're bumped and we're bruised, but more than anything, we're blessed because we're navigating through this recovery and we have each other, and I'm so grateful. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.